So apparently in WWE, there was a culture of, kind of sit back and let things happen. But we've got a video that is 10 times WWE wrestlers were punished for speaking out. Young ones, get out of here. We don't react to content with little ones because you know what? You want to know why? Because I use very strong language. I don't want to censor myself. I like cursing. So get the fuck out of here. If you want to support the original creator of the content, click the top link in the description. If you want to react to content with me and my crows live on Twitch, you know where to find us. Look in that description. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
From having cash-ins thrown away for arguing with a doctor, to
You
being
know the
taken
little
off
ones hate
TV
it.
for
Aw,
refusing to
man.
play a disrespectful character. Each of these wrestlers were disciplined for daring to speak their minds. So I'm Gareth, you're watching What Culture Wrestling, and here are 10 times WWE wrestlers were punished for speaking out. Number 10, Baron Corbin lost Money in the Bank for speaking out against a doctor. Fans were already puzzled by WWE's decision to put
What the fuck am I looking at? Yo, Jinder looks like plastic. I wouldn't even talk about this. Jeez. Okay, speaking out against what a doctor says, making your push go away is crazy. That is actually crazy. That sounds like a Vince era thing right there.
The WWE Championship on Jinder Mahal back in 2017. And the company then made things more complicated by booking Baron Corbin to lose his Money in the Bank cash-in against the champ. Fans believe that Baron Corbin was on a clear path to becoming WWE Champion when he won the 2017 men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and the backstage environment echoed the same sentiment. Until Corbin decided to run his mouth at the wrong time. Amidst the rumors that Corbin's failed cash-in was due to alleged heat with John Cena and his behavior on social media, PW Insider shed more light on the real reason behind Corbin's downfall. The whole situation stemmed from a talent meeting where Dr. Joseph Maroon, head of WWE's wellness policy, talked to the superstars about the seriousness of concussions and why they should report to management as soon as they start feeling symptoms. Dr. Maroon reportedly discussed a study that showed deceased NFL players diagnosed with CTE post-mortem in a way that downplayed the study being concrete proof that all football players might develop CTE. Corbin, a former NFL player, cut off Maroon and expressed opinions that challenged the latter. The exchange lasted for several minutes, with Corbin disagreeing with Maroon's stance about CTE. The sources stated that while Corbin wasn't yelling or being belligerent, he chose the wrong time and place to have that discussion, as many believed he should have had a private conversation with Maroon rather than calling him out in front of the assembled locker room. The belief among the sources was that this conversation right here was what led to WWE pulling the plug on Baron Corbin's push. Now, Corbin did recover after the setback and got himself back in the spotlight with the Constable Corbin gimmick, but his act gradually fell apart over the years, which eventually led to his release last year. All the best to the guy though, because he seems like a right legend. Number 9, Cameron got the boot for supporting Ryback.
I mean, I don't think I was tracking what they were talking about as far as the disagreement with the CTE stuff. But I take it was like a talking out of term moment, and they were just like, yo. I gotta go back and listen to that entry again, because I definitely lost how he described it. I got lost, I'm not gonna lie. This is the one a ghost brain fart that I've had on one of these reactions where I was like, what? Also, I never knew what happened to Cameron. Well, I never really cared. It's 7 flag up. I forgot this is like the other Funkadactyl chick, right? Like, what? What the hell? Okay, so it was like the doctor said CZ wasn't that bad, and Corbin disagreed. Okay, in which case that's fucked up. I was fucked up to get ready for that. Hey, future ghost, go ahead and edit. Go ahead and edit that. Go ahead and edit that part out. Don't make you look dumb. The joke is that I'm not gonna edit it out. I'm gonna leave it in there. It's part of the charm. You don't come here to learn from me. You come here to learn from the videos, don't you? Right? What's going on, EJ?
People often talk about burnt bridges when discussing wrestlers leaving a promotion, and the circumstances surrounding Ryback's exit from WWE in 2016 saw the former Intercontinental Champion destroy all traces of a bridge, leaving almost no chance of a return. Some say never and cite CM Punk's return as an example, but most fans do not see the same thing happening with Ryback, at least for now. After getting sent home from a live event in May 2016 due to creative and contractual disputes, Ryback posted a lengthy explanation citing a lack of equal pay and creative frustrations as the reasons for walking out of the show. He eventually got his release from WWE in August 2016. Fans and fellow wrestlers took sides over Ryback's accusations, and former WWE superstar Cameron was one of the few people who supported Ryback's decision. And 2 words, "Amen, brother," which she replied in response to Ryback's post, was enough for WWE to show her the door.
Yo, Vince definitely got told in the hallway by someone like, yo, that Cameron bitch, she no good, man. Good. She no good, man. Nah, we feed the tweets. Nah, that's, feed. Nah, I don't do that no more.
Talking to Raj Giri of Wrestling Inc., Cameron explained her response to Ryback's tweet was only to show admiration for him standing up for himself. Cameron later returned to WWE in 2022, but for only one night when she entered the Women's Royal Rumble match as the 13th entrant. Still no sign of a Ryback return though. I mean, stranger things have happened. What wrestler do you want to see make a WWE return, folks? Is it Ryback? Let me know in the comments. Of course it's Ryback. Number 8. Matt Hardy got fired for publicly lashing out against Edge and Lita.
Oh, we heard about this. This is a classic one. I didn't even know this was happening back in the day. I definitely did not know this was happening back in the day. Like, I did not have the fucking, like, internet. I just had to be told about it. Yeah, this is cat. This is fuckery. I did not see that they're going to be putting matches in the Hall of Fame. That's cool. It's different.
The Hardy Boys broke out as one of the most popular tag teams in WWE at the height of the Attitude Era and wowed the fans with their fast-paced and high-flying style. Matt Hardy was already in a relationship with fellow wrestler Lita when WWE aligned her with the duo as their manager, and together the three became Team Extreme. What a name. Their relationship progressed over the years until it came to a crashing end in 2005 when Matt Hardy found out Lita was having an affair with one of his best friends, Edge. Things then became heated when Matt ranted about the betrayal on his message board on his website, and the public knowledge of the affair resulted in Edge and Lita receiving jeers from the fans during events. WWE did not take too kindly to Hardy's decision and released him from his contract due to unprofessional conduct in April 2005. Then, 9 days after his release, Hardy appeared on the Between the Ropes radio program and discussed the nature of his termination. Despite WWE saying they had other reasons for releasing Hardy from his contract, the latter revealed that the entire ordeal with Lita and Edge was the obvious reason, and even termed his release a classic example of wrongful termination. However, the decision came back to haunt WWE as the fans continued to show hate for Edge and Lita during events, which in turn disrupted the on-screen storylines. So WWE decided to rehire Hardy in July 2005, and Vince McMahon even turned their real-life troubles into a storyline, because of course he did. Number 7, Kristal Marshall got released for refusing a storyline with Edge. Kristal Marshall found her way into WWE through the 2004.
I feel bad because I don't know who the fuck this is. This definitely looks like one of those like generic fake wrestlers you'd find in like the story mode of one of the games. Kristal Marshall, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Miss Bobby Lashley? Who the hell? Who is this? Who is this?
5 Raw Diva Search. Remember that? Despite finishing in 4th place, she received a developmental contract and spent some time in Deep South Wrestling before making her SmackDown debut in December 2005 as a backstage correspondent. She then became an in-ring talent and got placed in various storylines before eventually getting into a friendship with a babyface Vicky Guerrero and starting a romantic on-screen relationship with SmackDown general manager Theodore.
How does this character that I know nothing about have a history? Like, why do you actually have storylines and shit? Good, but how long were you around there? What the fuck is this?
Long. However, following the wedding segment, which saw Teddy Long have a kayfabe heart attack before he could say "I do," wrestling baby, Marshall got released from her contract. The alleged reason behind her release was her refusal to work in a proposed storyline with Edge, which would have seen her be more like Lita when she was with the rated R superstar. She was reportedly not comfortable with the sexual side of the character since she was in a real-life relationship with Bobby Lashley. WWE apparently didn't take the refusal the right way, as the management took it as her turning down a big opportunity. She also rubbed people the wrong way by asking for a move to Raw along with her partner Lashley, which led to the higher-ups seeing her as getting too big for her boots and releasing her from her contract. She eventually discussed her experience in WWE with Ring the Bell and claimed that she refused to be a fall-in-line person and chose to speak her mind, which ultimately led to her release. Good for her though. Number 6, Randy Orton had to publicly apologize for roasting a bully. "Don't be a bully, be a star" was the tagline of WWE's anti-bullying campaign, which they have been promoting since 2011. However, the answer to bullying is not more bullying, and WWE made that clear when Randy Orton tried to defend himself and his then girlfriend and current wife from an online bully. In response to a fan posting derogatory remarks about him and his girlfriend, Randy posted a tweet in classic legend killer fashion and called the fan the Latino Miss Piggy. Oh boy. WWE officials.
Randy. Ew. Randy. Orlando.
Were not pleased with how Orton handled the situation and asked him to delete the tweet and issue a formal apology. TMZ reported that the fan was reportedly stalking and harassing Orton's girlfriend online, and that Orton had blocked her a couple of months before the incident. When the fan sent out another tweet calling out Orton for blocking her, the 14-time WWE champion responded by telling her that he blocked her because she had been harassing him and his girlfriend for a long time, and called her out for being a stalker. Fans did take sides over the whole situation, but Orton had to be the bigger person and send out a public apology. If you're having fun with this What Culture video right here, then hit that subscribe button right down below for...
Not gonna lie though, look, Randy, I can't fault Randy for speaking out. Defend your girl's honor. That wasn't even bullying. Like, that was definitely retaliation. That's self-defense. To be honest, you know what I mean? Let somebody talk crazy about Rhea Ripley. I'm pulling up with a railroad spike, and I'm finding you. I'm turning you around. I'm turning the railroad spike sideways. We're gonna have a good old time.
Even more awesome What Culture Wrestling lists, news, and more. Number 5, Cesaro got buried for criticizing WWE creative decisions. While many people are clamoring to see another match between Randy Orton and John Cena during the latter's retirement tour, there was a time when wrestling fans were tired of seeing the two legends competing against each other repeatedly. Oh, I remember it well. Current AEW star Claudio Castagnoli, known for his time in WWE as Cesaro, shared the same sentiment and did not hold back from venting his feelings during an interview with the Liverpool.
I mean, this is fair though, alright? Like, I think anyone could say this and it's valid. It is valid. Like, alright, we don't gotta see this no more. That was the old reliable for a good period, like a good stretch. Like, alright, cool. But we definitely got more people on the roster. I think it's just a case of like saying the right thing or the right thing coming from the wrong person. Like, they wouldn't have destroyed someone like Roman saying it, right? Like, they wouldn't have nuked Roman for coming out and saying this happened bad. Imanari, how are you?
echo in 2014. Castagnoli gave the interview before the 2014 Hell in a Cell event, where Orton and Cena competed inside the steel structure. Claudio competed in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the Intercontinental Championship against
So
Dolph
he said
Ziggler.
it on the card that they were doing
made
that
sure
too?
the Swiss Superman paid for his deeds by booking him to lose to Ziggler in 2 straight falls. WWE then followed it up by booking the then Cesaro to lose consecutive matches over the following weeks. Vince McMahon also went as far as burying him in an interview with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'm having
and
a
claimed
wonderful
he
day
lacked
so far.
charisma, verbal skills, and the it factor. Always nice to hear from you, boss. Number 4, Jonathan Coachman refuses to travel to Afghanistan and pays the price. WWE recently cancelled its
My boy said he is not going to Afghanistan and got told. All right, we gonna do it, D. We gonna do it, D. I think they said it was 2014. The Hell in the Cell. Yike.
annual Tribute to the Troops event, which the company had been putting on since 2003 to honor and entertain.
What in the fuck am I looking at? The JBO. What? He look drunk as shit.
The members of the United States Armed Forces. In the early years, the company hosted the show for the troops in Iraq and Afghanistan, before deciding to hold it in the USA from 2010 until 2024. The 2005 event emanated from the Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan, and while it was optional for the wrestlers to choose to travel to the military bases, it appeared to be only on paper, as the old WWE regime was not fond of anyone who opted not to voluntarily agree to be a part of that event. And Jonathan Coachman learned that lesson the hard way. Coachman discussed it in detail during an appearance on Insight with Chris Van Vliet, and reiterated the fact in a tweet. He revealed that he refused to travel to Afghanistan for the event since his wife had given birth to their daughter. However, Vince McMahon didn't take the refusal well and decided to dish out a petty punishment by having Coachman take a beatdown from The Undertaker and Batista. Lovely. He revealed that McMahon made him attack The Undertaker after a show went off the air, and the latter apologized to him and told him he didn't want to do this before giving Coachman a beatdown in the ring. But McMahon was not finished, as he sent down Batista, who told Coachman he was just carrying out orders and gave him 3 Batista bombs. Bloody hell. Coachman.
Why did bro really get sent the assassins? Like, what is it? So go beat his ass. You spam him a couple of times. Rock his shit.
Stated that he was disappointed that he had to endure the beatdown, and claimed to have had no problems traveling to the Middle East and Afghanistan in the past, but refused on one occasion so he could be with his wife to welcome their child. Asking.
Okay, the reason makes it even worse that he got punished for it. Are you serious? Boo! That is a big boo moment. Elvins. What the fuck, dude?
For a lot. Number 3, Zelina Vega gets released for opposing WWE policies. Unionization is a word Vince McMahon abhorred right from the moment he took over the company from his father. Jesse Ventura stirred up a storm with his attempts to unionize in the late 1980s, and McMahon was quick to deal with the situation and stopped Ventura from causing any damage to his empire. While it did come up now and then, the topic remained dormant over the years, but it resurfaced when WWE attempted to ban wrestlers from earning supplemental income through third-party platforms in 2020. The wrestlers didn't support WWE's new rule.
Yo, wasn't that around the time they like forced Xavier Woods to give up his YouTube channel to WWE too? Like the up down thing. They're like, yeah, this is us. Yeah, I think, was it like the Twitch and like the OF ones they got cooked? I definitely do recall Hulk Hogan being a part of the thing where he snitched on them trying to unionize. I do recall that too. I'm tired of hating on Hulk Hogan every video though. He needs to stop finding his way in here. We'll leave him out of this for now. That's not the topic at hand. That's super slimy. Not even cameo? Dude, these people gotta eat too. Like, come on there.
And wanted to renegotiate their contracts to compensate for the potential loss of earnings. Zelina Vega became the first victim of WWE's attempts to enforce the new rule and got released from her contract. Justin Barrasso of Sports Illustrated reported that WWE cited a breach of contract as the reason behind her release, as she refused to close her OnlyFans.
They were like, oh no, you not showing titties. So I know damn well you not showing titties. Zelina, you showing ass? Oh hell no. Oh hell no.
Account. Following the release, Vega posted a tweet saying,
I
"I
doubt she
support
was.
unionization," which opened up a new can of worms for WWE. The company received severe backlash from fans over their decision to fire Vega and for hindering the wrestler's abilities
Your
to earn
cosplays are
additional
great.
income by trying to enforce harsh rules. It just wasn't very fair. WWE then ended up rehiring Vega 8 months after her release. The company also tried making amendments to the rule, but they eventually had to lift the ban in 2022. Number 2, Brodus Clay teased his debut and got turned into the Funkasaurus. Following the end of his alliance with Alberto Del Rio, Brodus Clay went on a brief hiatus before reappearing on an episode of Superstars in August 2011. However, he was still absent from the main shows, and WWE was cooking up a plan to make him re-debut as a monster heel. WWE then started airing weekly vignettes promoting Brodus Clay's arrival, and Triple H was reportedly advocating for Clay to return as a monster villain. The company had plans to use Clay to write John Morrison off television to facilitate the latter's exit from the company in November 2011. However, Clay went a bit overboard and posted a tweet about how he would destroy Morrison at the planned event. The company quickly made Clay delete the tweet, and the latter then had to pay the price for his deed. Someone had already shown Vince McMahon a video of Brodus Clay being funny backstage, and the boss decided to just stick to that narrative of Clay being a funny guy and booked him to portray the Funkasaurus character, which he debuted on the 9th of January 2012 episode of Raw. This dino was anything but a scary monster villain heel thing, was he? Number 1, AJ Lee got punished for refusing to do a mentally ill character. AJ Lee had quite an eventful career with WWE between 2009 and 2015 and found herself rising among the ranks to become a 3-time Divas champion. However, her final days with WWE were not smooth, as she got caught between the company and her husband CM Punk's controversial exit from WWE in 2014. She was also pretty outspoken and publicly criticized WWE's treatment of female performers and the pay disparity, which prompted a response from Stephanie McMahon, and Vince McMahon also had to acknowledge the issue. She retired from in-ring competition in April 2015, citing permanent damage to her cervical spine as the key factor behind her decision. And following her exit, AJ Lee focused on her writing career and published a memoir titled "Crazy is My Superpower: How I Triumphed by Breaking Bones, Breaking Hearts, and Breaking the Rules" in April 2017, which went on to make the New York Times bestsellers list. You go, AJ. While talking to the New York Post to promote the memoir, AJ recalled when WWE punished her for refusing to portray a mentally ill character in 2012. Lee revealed that WWE officials pitched a character that would hallucinate and showcase other cartoonish behavior. Lee felt that the character was disrespectful to people dealing with mental health issues, as she and her mother had dealt with bipolar disorder. She revealed that WWE punished her for refusing to portray the character by taking her off television for 2 months. However, she persevered and ultimately played a different version of the pitched character, which wasn't disrespectful, and enjoyed a successful career until her retirement in 2015, and fans have been fantasy booking her return ever since. Maybe next year, yeah? Thanks for stopping by to watch this 10 times WWE wrestlers were punished for speaking out list. Now continue your YouTube journey with us by tapping on this 10 times WWE stars broke kayfabe with real emotions video.
I actually never knew that AJ had suffered from like bipolar or anything like that. It's wild. I think it's fair to draw your line when it comes to like certain characters, angles, and all that. Like, sure, there's some people who could like, power through some shit or just, do some shit for the business. But like, if you got a line that you don't want to cross, I don't think it's fair to be punished. I think there can always be a compromise that's made. Let's be reasonable here. We're putting on, you know, performances. We're not like, it's not life or death out there. We can find another way to make a character work. This was tight though. It definitely seems like all of these were in the Vince era, which is not surprising. I definitely understand people getting definitely understand people were definitely getting clipped by Vince and his vengeance, vengeful Vince, angry pop back there. But yeah, that's wild. If you guys like to check out the original uploaded this content, I'm sure most of you guys do already know about What Culture Wrestling, go ahead and click that top link in the description. Show us some love if you want to react to content with me and the flock live on Twitch. You know where to find that link. All I gotta tell you, young ones, if you made it all the way to the end after I already warned you, I'm about to get you in trouble. Right? What you gotta do is take your headphones out, take them out, turn the volume all the way up, and listen to this. Fuck, bitch, shit, cock, ass, titties. Yeah, I hope you get in trouble now. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, that was evil. That was evil of me. The joke is that there's no young ones that watch my content, okay? That's the joke.